Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Wildcat Den tonight. Hope everybody had a happy new year. You guys have a happy new year, Rusty and Zach?
Yeah, I had two. I watched the New York one and the Nashville one.
We did the same thing.
We did ball drop. When I came back in, they was still about two. I thought we just did this.
I didn't want to. I did. I didn't want either one of them. But hey, guys, the semifinals is set. We had some football. Hey, guys, we had some football. The semifinals is set. We got a big game tomorrow in basketball. We got Alabama and Kentucky playing. The transfer portal is here, and, man, it looks crazy, don't it, guys?
It's wide open. I'll tell you, Notre Dame's got a lot of players in it. They usually don't. They usually get a couple out of it, and they might have a couple go, but it looks like they got a lot in it. They got a lot of good depth that might be going. They got a couple of really good players.
I think a lot of people. I think a lot of people's got a lot in there because I looked at Alabama. You got Alabama. I saw they've got their receivers. I think maybe a running back that actually played. I mean, it's wild. I mean, we're going to talk a little bit about Kentucky tonight too. And
Kentucky's got a lot. They're going to have a big turnover, but most of theirs is on the defensive side right now, from what I've been seeing, other than Cutter Bowley. But there's a lot on that defensive side.
That's what I've noticed. That's what I've noticed a lot on the defensive side on Kentucky. There was a lot.
Like Dobwell
and
was they out?
We had the anybody watching the ball games last night, guys, or yesterday? I know you did.
Last night I watched that one with my eye half open. I couldn't. I was trying to go to sleep and get up for work. I couldn't help myself. I had one eye shut, one eye open. Ole Miss was stronger than I thought they was in that interior.
Yeah, they was. So, guys, I'll tell you.
Up, they ain't nobody left in this side say couldn't win it. I mean, to me, they all look pretty dominant, really.
Well, guys, the semifinals is set. And like Rusty was saying, I mean, I see any one of them. Yeah. So this is who we got left in it. Indiana, Oregon, Ole Miss, and Miami is left in this thing.
Yeah. I mean, they all look good.
Yeah. That first game, guys.
Can I say something for the record?
Yeah.
Kirby lost his title, the Animal. That's 2 playoff games in a row he's lost because of stupid decisions.
Yeah.
He did the same thing, something a little different. Last year with Notre Dame, it was Gunner's first start, and he had him trying to, push the ball down the field. Notre Dame intercepted and got them points right before half, and then they scored again right after half, and then it was over. And then he went for it. They was 7 or 8 minutes ago. What was it, 4th and 6? Why did he do that?
Hell, no idea.
That's what gave the game away.
But right there, 39-34, Ole Miss defeats Georgia, guys. So that got Georgia in.
Yeah.
Or Georgia out. And there was one earlier.
That was a shocker for me right there.
It was me too.
I thought Ohio State had the firepower. I figured they had a chance to go all the way. But I'm telling you, I wasn't sold on Miami none this season. But I mean, they're peaking at the right time.
They've been battle tested more than Ohio State, I think. But I think Carson Beck figured out this big game manager and not try to always throw a touchdown over Charles.
I was still shocked that he left Georgia and went to Miami, but I'm telling you, buddy, he's got them playing good ball right now on the offensive side.
He chased that girl down there.
Yeah.
That's what happened. And I just don't think Gunnar Stockton's a championship quarterback. I just don't.
You could tell he got pressured bad yesterday, which I mean, Ole Miss's defense was smothering him, especially the second half. Because I'm telling you, it was 21-12 at halftime, and Georgia looked like they was going to run away with it. Then Ole Miss just comes out and smacked them right in the mouth, and they just never backed down.
I've seen games over Gunnar look really good. Then I've seen some, like last night, I seen him overthrow some of them receivers he could have got deep. But that's a big moment. That's like all them teams that got a bye, they hadn't played in, 24 days?
Yeah.
I mean, your timing's probably off. By the time you get it back, game's over.
I think Indiana was the only one that had the bye that actually won yesterday, wasn't
they? They might be the only one that's ever won it. I don't think they won it last year.
No, last year they was 0-4, and I think this year that Indiana was the only one.
That's the only one.
I saw today. You are right. They are the only ones that has ever had the bye that's come in.
I'm gonna tell you something. If anybody is doubting the Indiana Hoosiers right now, you don't know nothing about college football.
No, they look real. I mean,
they are
I seen a thing earlier when they was talking about Genetti, and they was like, "You want to see what spending money in the portal does with 3-star players? Right here's your result." I'm telling you, man. Like, I watched them play 1 or 2 games this year, and I think one of them was the Penn State game. And Mendoza threw that touchdown pass with a couple seconds to go, right in the back of the end zone. And I watched that Big Ten championship, man. I'm telling you, Indiana's good. I didn't think I'd ever be sitting here saying that. I mean, honestly to God, I didn't. But they are. They're good.
Like you were saying, spinning in the portal, and then coaching them up. And, you can see, they're a well-coached team, too. Yeah. Guys, this brings us to the other one, too, that was that down the
all that one last week.
Yeah. Yep. Oregon defeats Texas Tech yesterday.
The crazy thing about this game was all 12 of Texas Tech's wins came by 21 points or more. All 12 wins was by 3 scores or more this season.
Yeah. They spent a lot of money on that quarterback at Morton. I might would have benched him, though, and put their backup's decent, but
I don't know if Oregon's defense was just that elite yesterday or what, but I'm telling you, they made Texas Tech look foolish out there. They just couldn't do nothing.
But now Texas Tech's defense looked good.
Well, yeah, they had. I think I was looking at it. They had the number 1 rated defense and the number 3 rated offense, or vice versa. And they was talking about they had the highest money spent in the portal.
Yeah, that front seven.
I mean, if they hadn't held, Oregon had got really good field position a lot. And if they'd have scored on every one of them, that'd been a worse blowout than what it was.
That game was only 6-0 at halftime, too. And Oregon had 2 field goals, and they lived on Texas Tech's side of the 50 the entire first half. Just could not get nothing going.
And that defense to held them to 23 points for as many times as they's at round of 50. They did. I mean, that was unbelievable.
Well, they went for it 3 or 4 times on 4th down in that first half and never got it. Well, yeah, I take it back. They got it one on.
What's up, Brian? How you doing? So, guys, that brings us to this one, the afternoon game yesterday. We were just talking about this team. Brings us to this one. Unbelievable. But, again, like Zach Russ was talking about, like I said, well coached team, and that front and them the lines of scrimmage. Indiana done whatever they wanted to do. They pushed them all over the place, didn't they? Zach?
I tell you what, the big thing that surprised me was how they just dominated the corners and the
Yeah.
safeties. I mean, every pass that Mendoza completed was, 15, 20 yards down the field. Like they just played soft coverage, and Indiana just exposed them.
Yeah. I mean, that offensive line of Indiana, they just listen. I was going to show
I
you
watched
guys something,
Alabama
too.
though all year, and it's like you didn't ever know what you're going to get out of them. At times they'd look elite, but they never had a running game. But then at times they'd look average. Oh, Oregon over Indiana.
I got them. Yeah. Well, it could, yeah. I mean, it could be either.
What, Indiana beat them by 10 in the regular season?
Yeah, I think it was 30-20. And if I ain't mistaken, that was in Oregon too.
Yeah, it's in Eugene.
That's what I thought. I think that's when we all was thinking Indiana was a bust, and they went and shocked the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's when a lot of people started really getting sold on Indiana, because I think when we picked that one that day, we thought, they're going into Eugene, Oregon. That's going to be a slaughter. No, it was the complete total opposite of a slaughter. I mean, they went there and played great football.
And catch this right here. This stat right here of that Alabama Indiana game. Total yards, Alabama 193. Rushing yards for Indiana, just rushing yards, was 215 for Indiana. I saw that today.
Even if they lose to Oregon, they had a heck of a season. They beat Oregon. They beat Ohio State, Alabama. I mean, that's history breaking for them.
You are exactly right on that.
Won the Rose Bowl. I mean, that was their first bowl win since the 90s, and that was the first time they've won a Big Ten championship since the 60s.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a successful year for anybody,
Listen, guys, just Google this guy right here, man.
They said he smiled twice and he's ready to go back to work.
Hey, just Google it, man. Hey, just Google it.
They dumped a cooler on him there last night. It had rose petal flowers in it, and he might have halfway smirked. I don't want to say smiled, but halfway smirked, and then just went, "So it's time to go back to work."
Yeah.
Well, I sent Rusty a clip of him when they was interviewing him, and y'all talk about, hey, what could you say, about him turning that program around in that little time and everything. And he kind of smirked in the video, and he said, "Make for a heck of a movie, wouldn't it?"
You know what was weird? I think they was talking about last night of all the playoff teams. There was so many teams in there that came from the Nick Saban tree. They was talking about Dan Lannon, Janetti, Cristobal, all of them. They was talking about them and how every one of them was right under Nick Saban in Alabama.
Wasn't Ole Miss? What's his name?
Pete.
He was there not too long ago, wasn't he? He was at Alabama
he was with them when Kiffin first took over at Ole Miss, and he came over with him. But he was right there too. And he had Kirby Smart, which was Saban's defensive coordinator for years. But I mean, they was just like half the field was nothing but Nick Saban products.
Yeah, and Cincinnati there, he was there from like 2007 to 2011.
Okay. Yeah, then he branched off, and I think he went to the FCS, and then he came up to was he at James Madison before Indiana? Is that where he was at?
Another little school, and then James Madison, then
James
Madison.
Yeah. Hey, I'm telling you, man,
whole team with him almost.
Yeah, he can coach.
Yeah, he can. He can. Guys, I'll switch gears, and then we're going to go right back into football. I do want to say this. Congratulations to the Kentucky women's team. last night. Beat number 5 undefeated LSU 80-78 on the last second shot. Last second shot.
They had fed the ball to Clara Drake the entire game. And when they went to go to her, they double teamed her, and Tony Morgan stepped out and hit a 3 with 0.5 seconds to go.
Yeah. You sent me that video. Yeah.
A big 3-pointer. That was Kentucky's first win in Baton Rouge since 2017. So 8 years.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Yep.
And also, guys, check this stat out too. Kentucky is the only team in women's college basketball with a top 5 road win this season.
Hey, I'm telling you, man, Kenny Brooks can coach.
He can.
I think he was the right man for the job. You know, he was a proven winner when he was at Virginia Tech, got him in the Final Four, and then, came to Kentucky. And I mean, he can recruit too. He's got a top 10 recruiting class coming in too. He's got 3 of the top 24 players in America coming in.
Wow.
Yeah, he can absolutely recruit and coach.
That's awesome. So, guys, that's going to bring us to this. All right, guys. Transfer portal. And, guys, I know everybody has heard about this one yesterday. Cutter Boley. He is leaving us. Any thoughts on that?
Well, after you told him about him and Broke Shoulder doing that number with that money, I'm like, oh, Curly Bill. Well, bye. You're from Lexington. You should be wanting to be there for the team, and shouldn't be all about the money. You sit there and he'd go in there and listen to Will Stein. He probably makes the NFL. Instead, he's going to chase $1, and then he'd probably be over with after his college career.
You know, that's what I've said the last, especially this year, even last year. You know, the NIL is ruined. I mean, I get, you want to be profitable and you want to make money, but it's absolutely ruining college sports. And growing up a Kentucky kid, loving Kentucky, there's something about putting that blue and white on your chest. But no, it don't mean nothing now because if I'm making $1.5 million and the University of California wants to pay me $3 million, guess what? I'm gonna go all the way to the West Coast and play football.
West Coasters like that.
But see, to me, if I was him and I'm from Lexington, I got a chance to go to the NFL. I got this coaching staff to come in. They could make him a first-round pick if he just get in there and go to work.
And the thing about it is,
more in the back end. I mean, bar no injuries or nothing, no bad injuries.
The thing about it is,
how these players are going to be bouncing around like that.
The coaching staff coming in with our new offensive coordinator. I mean, look what he's done. Look who he's got in the NFL right now. And then you got Will Stein coming in, who's coaching Dante Moore, one of the best quarterbacks in college football. And now you're going to bolt. But they got to be more to this story than what we know. Because I'm telling you, I just don't see Cutter leaving unless it's absolutely like, hey, I'm bringing somebody from Oregon with me, or I'm bringing somebody in, and, you might be the backup next year. It's got to be something like that behind those doors, because I don't think he leaves unless he knows for a fact he's not going to play. He's pulling a Nico. Yeah, there you go, Brandon. Pulling a Nico.
He's pulling a Nico.
Florida?
They what?
I mean, Brad White's the only coach we had left other than
do you know what reports? Do you know what
Mississippi State? You think he goes to Florida, Mississippi State, or something?
Because the reports are coming in right now. The reports are coming in that he is leaning towards Arizona State.
Yeah, I seen that earlier. That was talking about. I can't even remember the quarterback's name out there. Is it Sam Levitt? Is that his name?
Yeah.
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 Okay. I seen where we was possibly going to be switching quarterbacks. Mosley was going to be Arizona State. We was going to get Sam Levitt from Arizona State. But the thing about Sam Levitt is this: he has a no contact tag.
I saw
And,
that.
Yeah.
I
The
saw
thing
that
about it
earlier.
is, he has talked to 4 schools, and don't hold me to this, but I know one of them was Kentucky, the other one was Nebraska, and for the life of me, I cannot remember the other 2. But that's the 4 that they had leaked on that. And he's already planned a trip to Kentucky to visit them. So, and another one that they was mentioning today, I can't remember his name, but he's the quarterback from James Madison.
Yeah.
And they said
Saw that
yeah,
earlier
they
too.
said that he had I think it was 5,700 passing yards in 2 seasons, and he had over 1,000 rushing yards in 2 seasons.
Well,
So
There's
another one.
Sam right there, and he is scheduled
Yeah,
to visit Kentucky, like you said.
they said he's a 2-year starter though. He
Well,
done really good out there.
I mean, everybody likes Cutter. He's a hometown boy. I mean, forget what I was saying about the money or whatever. I mean, it's business now. It
Oh,
ain't
yeah.
about the school. It's all business. But we got to let Stein and his boys bring in their guy. I mean,
I agree. I totally agree.
What you said earlier, you got to let Will Stein be the chef and do his own cooking. And I agree with that 100%. And if it makes a few fans upset that he's going to come in and try to do a major, overhaul, I get it though. This is his first staff, his first, assembly of players. You got to let him do what he's got to do best. And if he sees that, hey, Bo is just not the future quarterback at Kentucky, I mean, it's for a reason,
that's what I was going to say about our women's basketball coach. Remember, at the end of last season, he talked that Kentucky girl into, I think she wound up retiring.
Oh,
Everybody
yeah.
mad at him, but they ain't mad at him no more.
No, they ain't mad at him because he's 14-1 and winning ball games.
They know he's winning.
Yeah, they got over being mad at him because he ran a Kentucky kid off, but now he's 14-1 and got a top 5 road win at LSU last night. Hey, good job, Kenny Brooks. So,
Yeah. They done forgot about all that.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Oh, where you at? There you are.
There you
Right here. So, this is something else I want to bring up too. Let's just go ahead and get right into it.
Let's do it.
Another one we're supposed to be looking at.
Now,
Thought on him.
I think he's good size, and he was committed to, was it California or somewhere? Then when Will Stein went to Oregon, he went with, he wound up going there. He sat behind Bo Nix. Oh, what was their quarterback last year?
Oh, I forgot his name, Russ.
Dylan Gabriel.
Dylan Gabriel.
Gabriel.
Both of them first round picks. And then but this year, I think he got a little gimped up before the first game of the season, and he was competing for the second spot, but I don't think he ever actually won it. But I think he's neck and neck with that guy. But now he would know Stein's system. That'd be for sure. So
I'm looking up his stats right now.
that's about all I know about him. He's Stein's guy. I mean, he could even come and I don't see him coming if he ain't gonna be.
He was part of the 2003 or 2023 class. He was the number 157 national player, 13th quarterback, the 30th overall in Texas.
Yeah.
So he's trying to get his stats pulled up here.
He sat behind Bo Nix, Dylan Gabriel, and now Dante Moore. So he's seen it.
Yeah. He's got a total of all right, here's his stats for 2023. He was 9 of 11 for 52 yards. In 2024, he was 2 of 2 for 7 yards. In 2025, he was 1 for 2 for 40 yards. So 3 years, he's thrown for a total of 99 yards.
Well, I mean, if you looked at them quarterbacks that was on the team, I mean, look
I
at
feel
Bo.
he got a little.
He
little
could win the
back
Super Bowl this year.
Yeah.
And everybody at Auburn thought he was a joke. Look what Stein done with him. Matter of fact, Bo Nix was at Oregon 2 years. And the first year, I don't know who was the offensive coordinator, but I think Stein came in his second year and took over, and that's when he went off the charts. Well, I got a question since we're talking so much about Will Stein. Who got the better deal of the Oregon coordinators? Because, you know, we got the offensive coordinator, Will Stein, of course. Cal got their defensive coordinator, Tosh Lupoya. You know, he's got a pretty good pedigree with him.
Yeah.
But he's an alum from Cal, and he played at Cal. He won national titles at Alabama. He was an analyst, outside linebackers coach, defensive coordinator 2018, had 5 years at Alabama. And then he went to the NFL, and he's defensive line coach for the Browns, Falcons, and Jaguars. So he's got a pretty long list there.
Yeah.
There we go.
And also too, this week we got another Oregon. Parker Fleming is set to join Kentucky's coaching staff as special teams coordinator and inside receivers coach. His credentials include experience in both special teams, offense, most recently serving as special teams coordinator at Ohio State from 2021 to 2023. So Kentucky got him this week.
Dan Lanning, he might as well pack it on up and go to the Giants.
He might as well go.
Everybody's left. Well, I mean.
And Zach was talking about earlier too. Defense is going into the portal. Jacob Smith transfer portal. Outside linebacker Jacob Smith is one.
You know, at one time they was committed to Michigan, and Stoops flipped them. You know, I think they went to. They were originally from Corbin, and went up north to play Connecticut or somewhere up there, and then had committed to Michigan, came back to Corbin, then flipped from Michigan to Kentucky, and now they're leaving. And also last night, one of our starting cornerbacks, DJ Waller, hit the portal too. And he came over from Michigan, I think, 2 years ago.
I knew they went down there to Corbin. I didn't know he's from there. That's interesting because I know he's up here lived in northern Ohio or somewhere. He's getting ready to go to Michigan.
Yeah, I think I remember Rusty maybe sending you that when they flipped.
Yeah, I think you did.
I think I did. And is this
the one that was the defensive lineman? He had like I think it was 27 tackles this season, and I think 1 or 2 sacks. He was doing good. But the other one that was playing linebacker, I don't think he got to play a whole lot. He was more of a backup than anything. But
there's
Jared, he played a lot.
Yeah.
Why is like Cal when he got them twins? He took them both because the one was really good.
Yeah.
But if you remember in that tournament, though, that other one, he busted that 3 that kept us alive. You remember that? It didn't do nothing all year, but that 3 made him.
Yeah, hit the one against Louisville, then turned around and hit one against Michigan, and hit one against Wisconsin.
That's so Iron.
Yeah.
Iron hit those. And also, too, Zach was talking. I think I had got him on here. But anyways, I may not. But yeah, Waller. How you say that name now, Zach?
DJ Waller.
DJ Waller. I like him.
Yeah. I did too.
Yeah.
I don't think he played much this year. I think he was hurt most of the season.
He was most of the season. He was hurt. Yeah.
Because I think he came in as a starter last year and got banged up, and I don't think he played a whole lot this year.
I'm trying to see who else I got, guys.
There's a whole list of them I looked at earlier. Most of them on
Yeah,
defensive
I know
side.
it. I thought I got everybody, but evidently I didn't. But
Then I seen where well, I can't pronounce his last name. Troy, was it Stiletto or something? Yeah, that's a big one right there. C.J. Baxter from Texas. Yeah,
Well, you want to hear a little bit about C.J. Baxter?
yeah,
yeah.
we got
I got a
a
little
comment
bit
right
on
here.
him. He was a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. He's a 3-star transfer. In 2023, he had 138 carries for 659 yards, 5 touchdowns, 24 receptions for 156 yards. In 2024, he tore his LCL and PCL. And in fall camp, didn't play at all the whole season. In 2025, he's had 54 carries for 196 yards, 12 receptions for 41 yards, 0 touchdowns. He messed his hamstring up in week 3, and I think he battled that the whole season.
I don't remember him playing.
He's 6'1", 227. But
That's a big
he's
back.
injury prone.
Yeah. Worries me about that knee, buddy. Once you tear something like that right there, it's hard to make a comeback.
I don't know, PCL, LCL. I just name it what they call it. I can't tell you what that stuff is.
I think that's most of your main ligaments in your knee and everything other than your ACL. I could be wrong.
That's like Mahomes. He tore a couple. He tore the inside one and the outside one. I wonder how good. I mean, he might have to be more of a pocket passer when he comes back.
Now, this one here, Baxter, he didn't play against us, did he?
He might have been on the bench. He might have. I think they made him like he might have just come off the bench some. I don't think he was a starter. Because see, in 24, that's why everybody thought Texas was going to run everybody over is because of him. And then he got hurt right before season started. I mean, it was right before the season started. Because I remember I was following. And then this year I thought, well, he's going to be healthy. They're going to have a good running game. Well, then I couldn't ever figure out what the problem was. But then I got to looking around and he messed his hamstring up.
Also, we was talking about brothers. We're getting a visit from a ex-Kentucky, his brother. Remember his brother that played at Kentucky, got drafted when Stoops was there?
Oh, yeah. Trayvon Wallace.
Remember his brother? Trayvon Wallace's brother. Yeah, and he got drafted. Well, evidently he is visiting. His brother is Trayvon Wallace will visit Kentucky this weekend. He tells everybody.
Yeah. His brother had one of the loudest pops I've ever heard in my life at Kroger Field when he blocked that field goal on Florida.
He blocked that field goal. Yeah. He did.
That's the pass.
Marissa said that's the pass, Brent. We can't bring it up.
Dustin says, what's your thoughts on wide receiver Malcolm Simmons and former Auburn Tigers? I saw that today. Guys, any thoughts on those?
I reckon just everything that I've seen as far as the portal rankings and stuff, he is the most sought out portal transfer as of right now. Number one on everybody's list.
Overall.
Yep.
Wow. Hey, listen, got to get like we said, got to get them. Got to let Stein come in there, get his ingredients. All just like Rusty last spring when he was marinating the Wildcat. Remember that, Rusty? You had your ingredients and you knew exactly what you wanted to put in it, exactly what it took. Hey, that's a good example. Hey, that was a good example, Rusty. Right there. Got to give Stein his ingredients. Let him marinate. the team
Put too hard on that injector.
and it splattered on the wall.
Yeah.
Didn't it? It sure did. It splattered right on the wall.
Well, Zach was saying that guy was number one overall transfer. It's got to be neck and neck with him, that Breeden Sorensen. Sorby.
Oh, that quarterback from Cincinnati.
Yeah. Brent said he never heard of.
I seen. I think. I don't hold me to this, but I think it was one reported earlier, and they had Simmons at number one, and I think that it was that edge rusher from Penn State was second. I think Sorby, or is that his name? Sorbitz, whatever it is. He was ranked, I think, sixth on what I saw earlier. But he was the number one quarterback coming out.
They're saying he's going to probably go Texas Tech or LSU. He's 6'3", 235. He threw for 2,800 yards last year, rushed for 580, and he had 27 touchdowns.
You know, the first place they reported him that he could land was Tennessee.
We don't need him to go to Tennessee. If he goes to Tennessee and Jim Knowles defense, they're going to be.
The edge rusher Zach you was talking about, I think his name is Chaz. I think he did have Kentucky on his list, but now I think he's leaning away from Kentucky now. Maybe, you know.
Yeah, I think he's pretty much going to Ohio State. They said, yeah, that's him.
There he is. Yeah, he's got Ohio State, South Carolina, Tennessee, UK, and Virginia Tech. And I think you're right.
Yeah,
I think
They said it was going to be about a 2-horse race out that he could either be Ohio State or he could follow James Franklin to Virginia Tech. They said that was the main two options for him as of right now. And then he had a couple the three he's got on there: Kentucky, Tennessee, and South Carolina, just following in behind them. But the main two options was Ohio State and Virginia Tech for him.
Yeah,
I think he follows James Franklin to Virginia Tech. I really do.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's the best case scenario.
Here's another one that's on the list, but I've been seeing some things here before we went on that Indiana is really after this guy here.
He didn't play in the bowl game.
Hey, Robert, how you doing, buddy?
How you doing?
Hey, Robert.
Glad I got your support for the first time in about 10 weeks on here. Appreciate it.
But yes,
He's been on there before.
Indiana is really after him, and I think I could be wrong. I saw maybe Tennessee, but I think Indiana is really after him. And Rusty said he had opted out of the bowl game. Well, he knew he was going to transfer. Would that be fair enough to say?
But I'm surprised. I mean, he opted out, but for the most part, most of these players have been playing this year.
I've noticed that when you told me that, doing good, Robert. When you told me that the other day, Rusty, I kind of started paying attention to it, Rusty, when you texted me that, and I was telling somebody else, I said, it didn't seem as bad as of opting out because Tennessee only had 4 players and that opted out, and only Illinois only had 4. But with Tennessee, there was a couple that was hurt.
Yeah.
So
I think
it's not as bad. When you texted me that, Rusty, the other day, I started really paying attention, and it's not as bad as it was.
Well, I remember Notre Dame had this defensive lineman. I can't remember his name. You get that. They was playing in a bowl. It was just a plain regular old bowl game against Ohio State, I think it was. First play of the game, they blowed his knee out bad. And everybody thought he was going to drop about the 4th round in the draft. Dallas wound up drafting him like top, I don't know, first round, pretty high. And he wound up, it took him a couple years he played and he was okay, but he was never the same.
We also, guys, got a receiver transferring.
Was he the one starting
Yeah.
catching all them passes at the end of the year?
No, he had one catch for 4 yards. He came over from Clemson.
Well,
Clemson.
bye.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Ooh, that's a good one. Cameron Morgan, 4-star.
Dang, he's pretty good size.
Played at Baylor, 6'5", 251 pounds. That's a good end.
Yeah.
Well, Doug, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we'll take him.
That'd be a big pickup.
Yeah.
Visiting at the end of the week. Next week.
That's a big defensive end. 6'5".
Good. Nah, he is, ain't he?
He knocked some passes down.
Yeah.
I don't think that one hurts us though. Was Stellato leaving? Because I mean, he was supposed to come in, but I don't think he was really ever going to compete with the receivers we had, especially when we got Kendrick Law and all them. I just don't think he could carve out a role.
Yeah, when we got.
Yeah. You know, in all honesty, that was probably the deepest position we had this year was wide receiver. And I mean, we was extremely deep on it.
Our running backs would have been pretty deep if old Wilcox wouldn't have messed up.
He'll probably never play down a football again.
But we had 3 good backs. At least Patterson will probably be back, won't he?
Yeah, Patterson was just well, unless he transfers, he was just a redshirt freshman. No, was he a true freshman?
I think he was
at least a red shirt. I don't know. I think he was
I think he was a true freshman.
He played last year.
Oh, did he? Well,
this year
he might have been a red shirt.
Because I actually think he might play more last year.
He done good in a couple games he got to play, but we didn't really have a really good offensive team this year.
That line something didn't happen right.
No,
what happened
that
line.
Yeah, I was so glad to see what's his name, Eric Wolford, whatever his name was. I was glad to see him go for the 12th time.
Oh my goodness! Yeah.
We was just starting to get that 49ers. They said, he had to dumb it down because his system was so complicated. Well, he had a couple of years and it was starting to work.
Well, and
he started crybaby back when Saban got fired and stupid enough. They just had to give that 49ers dude a new contract.
Yeah. We had was it Scanzarello or Scanarello, whatever his name was, and we had him, and then when they fired Rich and we got Cohen back, they brought Wolf or whatever right back up here, buddy. The same thing. We just ain't really had a good offensive line coach since
John
Slarman.
Yeah.
Hey, Slarman was the real deal, buddy.
He was.
But he cared a lot about Kentucky. I mean, he played at Kentucky.
And they liked the guy, and I think me and Rusty had talked about it, Zach, back in the spring when we was going over some of the players on the off season. Yeah. We was talking also, I think I had brought it up, Rusty, about the guy that was helping Schlarman when he was coaching, and he was like his right-hand man, and the players really liked him, and he left. They couldn't, I don't know, come to an agreement maybe, or he just left and went somewhere else. I think he went to Tulane, I think.
Yeah. You
know who I'm talking about, Zach? I forgot the guy's name, but he
went to Troy.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, when John Summerall got named coach at Troy, he left and he was their offensive line coach.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the players left. Yeah. I don't know why I was thinking about Tulane for some reason, but it was Troy he left.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guys, we have got a lot, like Zach was talking about. We've got a lot in that portal. Most of them is defensive players, and we're looking at a lot. There's a lot.
Yeah, I figured a lot of them would leave after they didn't renew Brad White's contract. When he left for Florida, I figured a lot of them was just going to fall into place. I looked for a couple of them. You never know. The Smith brothers might follow him down there to Gainesville. Who knows?
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true.
We're going to see what Brad White, if Stoops had him handcuffed, and because Brad, at times, that defense looked unique. looked good. But I almost think Stoops just made him play a prevent too much.
Well, and that's what we was talking about there that one week. You know, you can't defend a 5-yard curl route when you're already playing 8 yards off the ball. And as the season progressed on, I noticed that more and more. Like me and Brent was talking about that when we done when we covered the Louisville game. Louisville was just beating us, 5, 10-yard curls because we're already 10, 12 yards off the ball. I'll never understand that. I ain't the smartest man in the world when it comes to football or defense or anything. But you cannot cover a 5-yard route when you're 10 yards behind them already.
Yeah, you can look and see they was 8, 19 yards off the ball each time.
I did not expect them to blow us out like that.
No, that was pitiful.
This is what I got right here. Transferring from Kentucky, Landon Watson, linebacker, Stephen Souls Jr., edge, quarterback Stone Saunders, wide receiver David Washington Jr., wide receiver Preston Bowman, cornerback Addison, defensive tackle Austin Ramsey. We went over Troy from Clemson, defensive line Javon Campbell, Wallier, and the Smiths. We went over them. They're leaving. Guys, it's a lot. Oh, wide receiver, Kentucky boy. Is it Bull County?
Quisenberry.
Yeah, Montavian Quisenberry. Yeah, he's leaving.
That's another one. Then what?
Then he play at Bull County and was Mr. Football.
Yeah, he was Mr. Kentucky. He was Mr. Kentucky football, and he originally committed to West Virginia, and Stoops flipped him the last day of the cycle. And I think he caught one pass for a couple of yards. But honestly, I think the only game we actually used him in was the one before Louisville. Was that Tennessee Tech that we played?
Tennessee Tech.
I think it was. I think that's the only game he got to play in all year. So obviously he's going to be a red shirt. But man, I hate to see him go. He's just like Wandale Robinson, buddy. He's got a bright future ahead of him.
I saw him on that list. I thought, no, but evidently he's leaving. And the portal, it says closes January the 16th.
That's what I was going to ask. How long is it open? It's
It 100% opened today, and it runs 2 weeks now, and there's no fall cycle. So this is the only portal cycle that you've got now.
That's why they saying it's going to be the biggest portal.
Last year, last year you had the winter edition, and then you had the one right. I guess it was the end of July into August, and you still join a team. And they said they had so many players bolting over the summer that they was going to eliminate that problem.
Winter edition. Too much. These coaches start getting a roster together, and then next thing you know, 2 or 3 of them keep.
Look how many we added. Late July into August last year, and you got what? We'll say 4 or 5 weeks to get acquainted with your new team, learn the plays, then you suit up on Labor Day weekend.
Go to Louisville. Go down, Big Dog come get them. They be like, here's what they're going to do.
Hey, that's still one guy that I miss on our staff, man. I love Vince Moore. Loved him. But they had to been something up with that too, man. Just to vote from the Kentucky Blue to the nasty red and black of Louisville. I mean,
you're gonna have them going wild, Brent.
Oh, goodness. Oh.
Well, they said that Sorbsey.
Let's talk about.
He played 2 years at Indiana before he left. And that was right before Signetti came. So I wonder if he might wind up back there. Because he's going to be in the draft. They're going to get a quarterback.
I don't know how true this was, but I seen something last night that said he wasn't going to the NFL. He was coming back.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they reported last night that he said that I can't remember word for word what he said, but he said he wasn't focused on the draft right now. He's focused on Indiana, and he was coming back next year.
Oh wow.
Now, let me
He
ask
might
you
be
this:
talking about next
Has he
year's
got a-
championship
has
game.
he got a brother that's quarterback for Indiana too?
I think he does.
Because I seen both of them, and one of them was number 15, the other one was number 16 or something like that.
Yeah, I think I did see something like that one time.
I want to say both of them. I'm gonna look that up real quick. 'Cause I swear there was two of them on that roster last night.
What are you talking about, Rustics?
We're talking about for
Yep.
Indiana's quarterback.
Yeah, you got Fernando Mendoza and Alberto Mendoza. I knew those. Yeah.
I remember earlier in the year, but I'd forgot all about it until if you hadn't mentioned it, I wouldn't have never thought of it.
Well, I got to watch it, and one of them came in, or Fernando was the starter, and then I got to looking, and I said, "Well, man, he switched numbers, and they look identical." And then the other one took off, and he took the ball and ran, and I was like, they called him Alberto, and I was like, "What the heck?"
Well, Fernando, I think he's just talking about after next year's championship game or semifinals or whatever.
Well, they've got some
He's
of
a
the notable.
redshirt junior.
They've got some of the notable quarterback transfer that's in there. Sam Levitt from Arizona State's in there. Austin Simmons, the dude from Cincinnati, DJ Lagway. What's to give me ridiculous?
No cats.
Well, the dude from Cincinnati was there for a couple years.
Dylan, I can't pronounce his last name, from Nebraska.
Raiola or something like that.
Ravioli.
Yeah. He's in, and of course the quarterback out of Oregon is in there, and I think so. Sorsenberry. I think I saw something where LSU was supposed to be visiting there.
He's visiting them in Texas Tech. I know.
Texas Tech, yeah, Texas Tech, LSU. Let me run back right quick to C.J. Baxter. He said he played in 8 games this year.
I don't know how many games he played in this year, but he had 54 carries for 196 yards, 12 receptions for 41 yards, and no touchdowns.
And I think
third game of the season he got injured.
Like you said, he stayed hurt. It was they talk like now that knee, like y'all was talking about. That's
and they said he must run kind of like Derrick Henry up. He's going to push you out of the way.
Guys, this was 24 minutes ago. I'm looking at right now, or 21 minutes ago. Dante DeDow, one of our running backs, is entering the transfer portal.
Oh, that's what I asked earlier. If he still had it, I didn't even know he had eligibility left. Dodwell back.
Yeah, he had all the hype coming in.
Get out.
Yeah. He played behind. I mean, after McGowan had that breakout game, he played second string to him all season.
Yeah. Where's McGowan? Is he out?
He graduated. Yeah, that was technically that was only his 4th year of college, but he was a freshman in 2019. So, he played 1 year at Oklahoma, got kicked off the team, went to prison for 2 years, then played for 2 junior colleges, then New Mexico State, and ended up at Kentucky.
Well, maybe when what's his name gets out of prison, he'll come back play for us. Wilcox.
Now this was just a few minutes ago. Too, about the doubt, and this is just This was 22 minutes ago. A piece of Kentucky's defense is sticking around. And I remember Rusty going over this guy, and you all seen him play. Going, linebacker Sam Green announces his return to Kentucky.
That's
That's,
good.
So that's another
that's a good one.
defense stand. Yeah, and he is. Yeah, that's good.
He's from what? Southern Cal? Is that where he was from?
I guarantee you, if you don't know where he's from, I've got it right here.
He's probably got the high school we went to and everything.
Where he played at in 4th grade?
Guys, check this out. Look what our buddy did, Zach. He did this. He's got everything that you want to know about last year's team in this book right here.
It ain't
He's
just the
even got
starters,
Sam
either.
Green.
It's the backups.
No,
He's
he's
the
got
whole
Sam
the whole
Green in
squad.
here. And I also going to show you all this what my buddy Rusty did last year, as we did, because last year was our first year of the podcast, and when it got to basketball season, Rusty did this book here of all the stats. I don't think I had to do just ask Rusty, and he would break down the last game into this game. And looks like too, oh buddy, you're gonna have to start you another football book.
Yeah, I probably will.
Yeah, you probably will. Yeah. Don't send them down here. You keep them.
Well, I figured I was done with those, so
you got aggravated. You got aggravated.
Safe for keeping down there.
You got aggravated with Steve, didn't you, buddy?
I've been aggravated with Stoops.
Anything we Sam Green's in this book. He's got his Rusty's got his stats there. Well, you want me to look him up right quick and see where he's from here, Rusty? Is that what Zach said?
Yeah. You can read my writing.
Oh, I can read it. I just gotta find it here. Okay, offense, defense.
He's got to be.
Yeah, he's in here. Yeah, he's in here, but it don't say. I thought you had them word. Right here. Oh, yeah, right here it is, guys. I told you. Guys, I told you it was in this book. It is in this book, son. Sam Green. What we was just talking about. 6'2", 200. Listen, he's got the weight, his number. Sam Green, Zach, 6'2", 248, sophomore, hometown, Washington, D.C., and he also transferred from USC to Kentucky. Courtesy of Rusty, our buddy Rusty, in this book. So, guys, that's going to bring us to this, okay? Going to bring us to this. Switch gears a little bit now. Not only we got the semifinal set, but oh my goodness, here we go. Here we go. Tomorrow, early game. I'm talking early. Get your coffee ready. Eat you a good breakfast. It's a noon game. We got 13th ranked Alabama taking on our Wildcats tomorrow, guys. Right there it is. Whoa, we start conference play now.
It's time to get it on.
It's time, ain't it?
I think we're growing.
I think we are too. I think
around tournament time, we'll be good.
Well, let me ask you and Zach this. Since we play tomorrow, we play start conference play. We go down to Alabama. Guys, can we see what Robert Scott, 8 or more on that day?
picking the Cats by 8 or more, man. I don't know. That's
well, let me ask. I'm going to ask all three of you. I'm going to ask Robert. I'm going to ask Rusty, and I'm going to ask you, Zach. Can we upset them? Just a simple question. Can we upset them? Can we pull the upset tomorrow down in Alabama?
DQ's playing.
Yeah, should be, shouldn't he, Zach? DQ.
That's a done deal. It ain't gonna be an upset. We're just gonna whoop them.
He's playing. Yeah. Rusty's saying it ain't gonna be an upset. We're gonna win, right, Rusty? Is that what you're saying? Yeah. Okay, Zach.
Buddy, this one it's gonna be hard to pick. You know, you're either gonna see a really good, mature Kentucky team, or you're going to go down there and get embarrassed like we did against Gonzaga. So I just don't. It being the conference opener, I just don't see Kentucky pulling this one out at Alabama tomorrow. I just don't.
Y'all remember that guy? I tell you, I see it work. Yells across the parking lot and stuff all the time. I seen him this morning. He said he calls Pope soft. That old soft coach we got, we ain't going to do that. And then I asked him about Will Stein. Kentucky ain't never going to do nothing in football. He's real loud, too. He's funny.
But, yeah, guys, we got that game tomorrow. Kentucky and Alabama tomorrow. And, guys, I'm like, it could go either way, like Zach said. I mean, we could pull it out, get beat, like Zach said, or just like Rusty said, we could pull it out and beat them.
If we got a 100% healthy team tomorrow with
Robert said they are. We go down there and
like what Michael Irvin was belt on them garbage cans.
Yeah, he was. He's beating on the.
He's beat some garbage cans up.
Yeah, hey, last week he went down there and spanked Texas A&M. This week he spanked Ohio State. I mean, it's comical. But the thing, you flip this game, and this game's at Rupp Arena, open conference. I take Kentucky, but I'm gonna tell you, a couple years back, Alabama just wasn't very productive in basketball, but man, Nate Oates has turned that team around.
Nate Oates is good. Yeah, you can't take nothing from him.
He was good at Buffalo, and I mean, he's got Alabama, top 10 recruiting every year, got them top 25. I mean, did they make a Final Four last year, the year before, for the first time ever? So I mean,
yeah, the year before.
I just said you flip this game and put them at Rupp. I take Kentucky, but down there, man, it's a different environment, and
they play Purdue. Alabama play Purdue, I think. Yeah.
This one down there, it can go either way, but if we're healthy, we got a legit shot to win. But we got to stay out of foul trouble too, because their bigs they're good, and our bigs. I mean, you got Marino and you got JQ. If JQ plays like he did against St. John's, we got a legit shot to win, and win a lot of games this year. But he's got to be healthy, and we have to have Jalen Lowe tomorrow. Got to have him 100% healthy, not 50%. After we do this tomorrow, yeah. Alabama's what, 14th, I think?
I don't know.
13th, 14th, yeah.
They're top 15.
Top 15.
If we got a healthy Jalen Lowe, we got a legit shot to make a deep run. But if we ain't got a point guard, we're going to be for a rough conference run. So.
Yeah, no point guard. You ain't got much of a chance.
Yeah, because if you ain't got him, you're obviously you're gonna have Chandler or you're gonna have Aberdeen running the point. Neither one of them's point guards. They're two guards. So, the health is gonna play a big factor on how this conference season goes.
Yeah, we got
this is the bad conference opener for us tomorrow.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one.
And I'm gonna tell you, to win the SEC this year, you're gonna have to run a gauntlet. It don't matter if they was ranked number 1. We're going to Alabama, have some barbecue, and we're gonna smoke them.
Yeah.
Marissa knew that was my dad when I was reading that comment.
Well, okay, Robert. I'm doing my pick now. I'm doing my pick. Kentucky by 9 points tomorrow. We pulled it upset. 9 points.
Y'all wouldn't leave a man hanging, would you? I'm the only one that. Rusty picked them, Dad picked them, you picked them, and
We pulled it upset. 9 points. 9 points.
what's the? Let me look that up. I want to see what the spread is for that one.
Yeah, check that out.
Let's see here.
I'm like
It
Rusty.
has-
I think we're growing as the season goes on. I think the closer it gets to SEC tournament and the NCAA, I think we should be clicking on all cylinders by then.
If we can
And
get us
like
a point
Zach
guard,
said-
like Zach said.
Like Zach said, well, yeah, like that's what I was getting ready to say. If we can get us a point guard and stay healthy, everybody stay healthy. I think we'll be.
Yeah,
all right.
that's gonna be the main thing. Yeah. If we stay healthy, we're in good shape. But if we don't, it's gonna be a rough season.
So there you go. Now you're using your brain.
I ain't seeing no point spread on this.
Really?
Oh, like, yeah, here we go. Alabama negative 5.5.
That ain't much.
No.
No, yeah.
That's a position.
Yeah, you think they're more than that.
Yeah.
Ain't much at all.
Means everybody's betting Kentucky.
Well,
Or maybe
fellas,
they'll
I hate
make
to
it
jump
up.
off here tonight, but my phone's getting ready to die. It's on 1%. I can't find a charger.
We was getting ready to get off here there, Zach.
I got one more thing I was wanting to go over, but I was hoping Zach would be able to stay on here with us. But I'll see what you think about it, Brent, if you want to go on.
Go ahead.
Well, you know all the big controversy about the Baylor player.
Yeah.
His name, James, I can't say his last name, Nnaji. Anyway, he was drafted 2023, 31st overall. Now, I was talking to a guy, you know, on I don't know what to call it. But I thought I had this figured out. But then when I started researching it, I don't. But anyways, he was drafted 2023, 31st overall by the Pistons, traded to Charlotte, then the Knicks. The Knicks holds the rights to him. But now I'm going to go over some of this eligibility stuff. Back in the 70s, you had to play 4 years, or your graduating high school class had to be out for 4 years before you're supposed to be able to go to the NBA. Unless you had an ABA or financial aid hardship, you know, basically a court decision. The courts and the judges have been in our sports ever since back then. So, I mean, you know, you had Jordan, Bird, Isaiah Thomas, Spencer Hayward, Julius Irwin, whatever. They all had that. Well, in the 90s, it was kind of like two and done, or your graduating class had to be out 2 years. Somewhere along the lines there was one where you go straight out of high school, because that's what LeBron did, I thought. But I don't know where that was. So that was 2 years in the 90s. In 2005 is when you had your one and dones. Well, all this included your international players also. But now your international players that's 22, that's age 22, are automatically put them in the NBA draft. They automatically put them in there. So they don't have to opt out, but if they don't go drafted, then they're a free agent. So that's what this guy, he called me a boomer. I think he was calling me a baby boomer. I thought he's called me a Oklahoma Sooner boomer. I thought it was an insult, but I don't know. He was like in his 70s. I was talking to him on social media about it. And he said, well, Boomer, you should know all the international players at the age of 22 are automatically entered in a draft. So I thought, well, that makes sense. If he didn't sign a contract, like, the NCAA president was saying, I said, well, then maybe that's the loophole. Maybe that's what gets him through, Well, they're saying that he never enrolled in college, never played an official NBA game. He did play the summer leagues. And he's within his I guess it's a 5-year window now, you graduating class. But again, he was drafted 2023, first pick of the second round, 31st overall. Well, guess how old is – well, I was thinking, well, he was 22, so he automatically put him in there and he didn't have a choice, right? Well, guess how old he is?
Oh.
He's 21 now. So he was 18 when he went in the draft. So he opted himself in. It wasn't like that guy said, like I thought I had it figured out. See, I thought he was 22. They automatically put him in a draft. He got drafted. He decided to stay in the European leagues. Played the summer leagues, decided to stay in the European leagues. So then I thought, well, maybe that ain't so bad. But then if he put himself in the draft like that, I don't think he should be eligible. I don't think they should anyways. I think there should be an age limit on it. If you ain't in college by the time you're 22, 23 years old, I mean, you should lose your eligibility at a certain point. Did that make sense to you?
We see you, Robert. Good night, bud. There's a lot that needs to be done, Rusty. I don't know how. It needs to. It's basketball, it's football. Some of this stuff. I know, you've texted over the weeks and talked about it. There's got to be something. There's got to be age. There's got to be something to control this because it's getting out of hand.
Well, that's what before I was saying. Well, a contract don't matter because if their name's in the draft, then they're ineligible. But then, like this guy was saying, and I looked it up, and it's true. When they're 22, they put them in the draft automatically from the European leagues.
Right.
So I thought, well, then if he didn't sign a contract, then well, maybe. But then now come to find out he was 18 when he went in the draft. So I think that was his choice. I don't get it. But now football's been pretty solid on they've been letting them go more years than they should, but they've been pretty solid on the 3 years out of high school.
Well, yeah, they are all about that and stuff, but it's just it's this basketball and this maybe a later date, Rusty. We can get more in depth into it and give our own, I guess, conclusion.
That's about as in depth as I can get on that.
I don't know what. It's just something's going to have to be done. They're going to have to govern this better than what they're doing. Just my opinion.
Before they was doing it, well, like especially in football, to protect the players so they didn't go to the NFL too early to protect them from playing against the older guys. Well, now they're bringing the older guys back down into the college.
Yeah,
they're doing the opposite.
Well, that's what I mean. They're going to have to. Somebody's going to have to govern this, and they're going to have to change.
Yeah, I just thought
that's just the bottom line. They're going to have to change. They're going to have to stop it.
That old guy tell me that they let them in automatically at 22 over there was interesting to me.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, maybe then he went in at 18. I'm like, he should be done. I don't care if he played a game or not.
Yeah.
If we had a kid went one and done, got drafted, played the summer leagues and decided that wasn't for him, won't go back to college, he could.
I think all of it. I think football, basketball, 5 years, that's it. Period. That's what I think.
I think 5 years. 5 years after 5 years from when your high school class graduated, you're done.
Yeah.
If you don't go to college for a year, you've still lost that year.
So you're right. It's something's going to have to be done. They're going to have to govern this better. Quit. You just got to. Everything. Anyways. But Russ,
deal though over the weekend.
Yeah. Hey, we want to thank Overbay Enterprises for sponsoring the Wildcat Den. And we want to thank you all for supporting the Wildcat Den, supporting me, Rusty, and Zach. We love doing this. We love talking to you guys. We love talking about Kentucky sports. And we're going to be here next Friday. And guys, we'll see you then. Don't forget, Kentucky takes on Alabama tomorrow. We start conference play. The semifinals is set. And the transfer portal is I guess it's getting ready to get crazy. I guess we'll over the next week or so, Rusty, we'll be seeing a lot of changes. But until we see you next, a lot of text messages. Guys, until then, we'll see you next Friday. Remember, God loves you. Go Big Blue. Good night, everybody.
Wow, wow.
Audio Jungle. Audio